Hey guys, welcome back to another week's episode. Today we're going to be talking about intercooler piping and the things you should do first before you get it on dyno, or just in general to make all the piping more reliable. Man, it's so cold in Queensland today, isn't it? Don't know what's up with this weather. It's like raining and everything. It's a bit crazy. But yeah guys, if you're keen on front mount intercooler, then you might want to watch this video. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so first things first, let's talk about what was the actual problem with the intercooler piping I had on there. Alright, so for you guys that didn't know, I did the intercooler front mount setup in one of my videos. If you haven't watched it, you can have a look over here. But yeah, so basically I've got a eBay front mount intercooler and then I've got the eBay piping. Now the problem with the piping is it didn't have rolled ends because you also had to cut it. So it doesn't matter if you get a rolled end intercooler pipe on eBay, you're still going to cut it to be able to fit it, you know, custom into the engine bay. So the problem essentially is when the intercooler pipes don't have rounded ends, the silicone has nothing to grab onto. So when you run more boost, essentially it just blows straight off, which means you're not going to get any boost into your intake, and you're just going to have problems all the time with your intercooler pipes blowing off, which is a real pain in the bum, especially if you're going to tune your car. Now, when I put the pipes on without any tuning, it was fine. It was really alright. The clamps hold on well and the silicone was alright. But the moment you start going and putting more power through the car, that's when you want that reliability in order to make sure the pipes doesn't blow off. So let me show you what I've done. Alrighty, so there you guys have it. I got some custom intercooler piping done, which is great. And unfortunately, it's just one of those things that will solve the problem of hoses blowing off, just to get a fabricator that can weld some rolled ends onto the pipes and just do a custom section or cold side to suit your needs, which is great. But yeah, so it was kind of hard finding someone. There's not a lot of fabricators out there. Well, I don't know, not on Google that I could see, because I phoned up 5 guys, and the problem some of them had is when I told them I had a Pajero and want some intercooler piping done, they sort of just went into silence, and then it's kind of like they thought it was a joke. So I definitely did not appreciate that. But anyway, problem solved. I went to Max Mufflers down in Geebung, which is Brisbane North, and they said, look mate, we're very busy, but let me send you to our fabricator himself, which is Seth at Northside Welding and Fabrication. He's down in Perth, not Perth, oh my goodness. He's down in Redcliffe, which is not too far from me, and yeah, that's just great. So I went to Seth and I said, hey, can you just have a look? And he had a quick look and he said, yeah mate, he can definitely work something out. And he listened to what I want, because I still wanted the piping to go for the overflow bottle to fit in there, and as you can see, it fits in perfectly. So Seth was able to make it all work. So yeah guys, the things I liked about Seth is that number 1, he had a look at it and he was willing to help me. Number 2, he is very well priced. To give you an example, I went to one other guy, Elite Exhausts, down in Brendale. They charged me $550 just for yay big of a pipe. You know, that's insane. So I thought, yeah, okay, let me just see one more guy. And then I got Seth and he charged me $300. So there you go guys, he's very affordable. And that's $250 I can spend on something else, which is great. And the other thing as well, he was willing to help me ASAP, because the problem is the hoses just kept blowing off after the tune I had, so I needed to fix it ASAP. So he said, yep, I'll do it next week. And he also had a broken finger, so that just shows you that he is willing to help you, which is great. Everything just works, it's perfect. Like every section is just perfect, exactly how I want it. And I don't have any hoses blowing off anymore, which is the ultimate goal. So I was so stoked to finally, you know, give the car some throttle just to see how it goes after the tune, obviously. and finally the pipes aren't blowing off. You guys might also be wondering, is it only on the cold side or is it the hot side as well that needs adjustment? To be honest, on the hot side, it's fairly straightforward, the pipes, and there's not as much chances for the hoses to blow off because it goes fairly straight to the intercooler, and so everything is nice and tight. Whereas on the cold side, there were many turns and things like that, so chances were that the blowers just boom went off as soon as the boost kicked in. And yeah, the other thing is I had to do up a dodgy thing, like I had to put one pipe into the other pipe just so that can clamp onto the intercooler pipe just so it doesn't blow off. So it was very dodgy. I had like a million clamps on the thing just so it doesn't blow off and I can actually go to work without blowing it off and, you know, having black smoke everywhere, and yeah, it's just not great. So yeah guys, it's only cold side that you need to adjust, and yeah, then it's happy days. Awesome guys, well there you have it. If you're going to dyno tune your car, or just in general if you're going to do the front mount intercooler setup, I highly recommend to do the cold side custom work. I mean, in the end of the day, this whole kit cost me $300 and then another $300 for the custom work. That's $600 for a intercooler setup that works perfectly. So that is still way cheaper than any off-the-shelf sort of kit on the market today. So yeah, you can still save many hundreds of dollars and still have custom work done. So that's pretty cool guys, and it just sorts the problems. If you take your car to the dyno, first of all, the dynos are gonna hate you for it, for the pipes blowing off all the time, because my car was on a dyno and had 30 runs, and it was because the intercooler piping blew off and the exhaust as well. But yeah, he just said after the dyno tune he couldn't take it on the road because the hoses just kept blowing off, which sucks. And then the second thing, of course, if you're going to drive off, then you're going to be unreliable. There's going to be black smoke and you don't have the tools in your car all the time just to fix a quick you know, pipe that blew off. And maybe that clamp can, you know, I don't know, ruin your engine or something, like breaking a fan if it goes that way or something. So there's just too many things that can go wrong. So definitely do this before your dyno tune, or as I said, just in general. But yeah guys, so make sure to check out your local fabricator, phone around, get the best quote, but also have a look on their website or on their Facebook pages to see the sort of work that they did, just so you can get an idea of the actual work, if it's good, if it's dodgy. You also don't want to pay $100 and get a dodgy ass guy. So yeah guys, make sure to check out and do your homework, and happy days. Beautiful, thank you so much for watching guys. I can't wait to finally be done with uni exam so I can just go out and enjoy my car for what it is, because obviously you guys might be wondering as well when I'm going to actually use my car off-road and test out all the mods that I've done to it. But yeah guys, make sure to like and subscribe on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, 4 more weeks and then it's going to be camping baby. So yeah, make sure to stay tuned guys. See you later.